this ancient desert tree bleeds liquid gold worth fighting wars over. Meet the myrrh tree, Commiphora myrrha, a small, thorny sculptural survivor rooted in the rocky deserts of the Horn of Africa and the Arabian Peninsula, where almost nothing else can grow. Myrrh resin was once worth its weight in gold, traded along the ancient incense route for millennia, shaping the economies of entire civilizations. The word myrrh comes from the Semitic root myrrh, meaning bitter, a nod to the resin's intensely bitter taste. The tree produces this resin as a wound response. When the bark is injured, an oleo-gum-resin bleeds out and hardens into those distinctive reddish-brown tears. Ancient Egyptians used myrrh for embalming, and traces have been found in mummies over 3,000 years old. Today, modern research confirms what traditional healers long knew. Myrrh contains terpenoids and sesquiterpenes with proven anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. If you're growing myrrh, give it full sun and rocky, sandy, well-drained soil. It thrives on 150 to 500 millimeters of annual rainfall and genuinely prefers neglect over care. In the Horn of Africa, planting aligns with the onset of the Gu rains between March and May. Do plant myrrh in arid, rocky ground where other trees can't survive. Don't overwater, ever. Wet roots are the #1 killer in cultivation. Don't plant where frost occurs, because even brief freezing temperatures can be fatal. And if you're harvesting resin, don't over-tap. Excessive wounding weakens the tree and invites infection. In a landscape where almost nothing survives, the myrrh tree stands, bleeds, and gives. It has for thousands of years. It can for thousands more if we let it. Restore, protect, inspire.